السيدان. انا ست مصريه متدينه، وانا بقول لك انا بقول للنصارى كلمه واحده: انتوا قاعدين جنبينا، احنا هنولع فيكم.
رسالة واضحة وقوية.
رسالة واضحة للكنيسة المصرية: لا
تنساقوا وراء المتطرفين،
لا تضحوا بأبنائنا. يعني نفترض
لا تضحوا بأبنائنا.
دايما بنقول الكنائس مليانة أسلحة، الكنائس مليانة أسلحة، مسلم يعني مسكين معاه سياسة بيحدفها، إنما النصراني مع نار. سامعيني كلكم مسلمين، واخدين بالكم؟ النصارى كلهم معاهم أسلحة وإحنا مغفلين، إحنا كمسلمين مغفلين.
In Egypt, these are the churches that have just been burned down by the Muslim Brotherhood. The Father Maximus Church, the St. George Church, the Good Shepherd's Monastery where the nuns were attacked and burned, the Angel Michael Church, and the St. George Coptic Orthodox Church have been burned.
Really Definitely bad. Should keep them in
there's also the Al Esla Church, the Adventist Church. The pastor and his wife have been kidnapped. We don't know where they are. The St. Therese Church, the Apostles Church has been burned to the ground, and the Holy Revival Church has been burned to the ground as well.
Really sad. Awful. It's quite a few churches.
And the Kusaya Diocese also has been burned. The Nuns School has been burned, and the St. George Church in another city has been burned.
Can you imagine being in a country like this and having to deal with, that many churches?
Well, there's also a few more. In Cairo, there is the St. Fatima Basilica that was attacked, and the Virgin Mary Church in Hakim Village that was burned. And then there's the St. Mary's Church in El Nazra, and then the St. Damiana Church was robbed and burned, as was the St. Theodore Church, and the Evangelical Church in the Al Zorbi Village. They robbed it and then burned it. And then there's the St. Joseph Church was burned, and the Franciscan School was also burned.
Even a school. This has even happened to a school now.
Right. But in another city also, in Garbia, there was the Diocese of St. Paul. In Giza, there was the Father Antonios Church and the Atfif Bishopric. And in Minya, the Church of the Virgin Mary was burned, and the Church of Father Abram. The St. Minya Church was burned. The Baptist Church in Beni Mazar was burned. The monastery, the Delga Church was attacked, and they attempted to burn it down. The Jesuits' Fathers Church in the Abu Halal district has been burned. The St. Mark's Church has been burned by the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt.
And nobody's talking about that.
Yeah.
Nobody's talking about those churches.
The Amir Tadros Church has also been burned by the Muslim Brotherhood. The Evangelical Church in Minya, the Anba Musa al-Swad Church has been burned, and the Apostles Church in Minya.
That was an amazing list of churches.
In Kenna, the St. Mary's Church, they tried to burn down. In Sohag, they burned the St. George Church down, and another Santa Damiana Church was attacked and looted and then burned. And A third church to the Virgin Mary was attacked and burned. Then there's the St. Mark's Church and Community Center. The Annaba Abram Church was destroyed and burned. In Suez, the St. Saviour's Angelical Church, the Franciscan Church and School, then Holy Shepherd Monastery and Hospital was also destroyed. The Good Shepherd Church, Molotov cocktails were thrown. And then also the Greek Orthodox Church in Suez attacked.
Okay. I mean, that is an amazing...
But those are just the churches. Let me give you some of the Christian institutions.
47 churches.
Let me give you the Christian institutions that have been attacked and burned down. The House of Father Angelos, the pastor of the Church of the Virgin Mary. The properties and markets of Coptics have been attacked. 17 Coptic homes have been burned. The YMCA has been burned. On Kula Street, Coptic homes there. The offices of the Evangelical Foundation. The Coptic-owned shops, pharmacy, and hotels on Cleopatra Streets in Luxor attacked and looted. The Diabea Nile boat, which is a church-owned boat, has also been attacked. The Bible Society bookshop has been burned. Nothing better than a good book burning. The Bible Society in Fayum, I guess. The Bible Society in another dirtbag town. The Ezebet and El Nakel Society has also been attacked and destroyed today. This should give you some idea that we have Kristallnacht, the Night of Broken Glass, happening. The Kristallnacht, in case you don't know, the Night of Broken Glass was in Germany. As they started to blame everything on the Germans, what they did is they burned down the synagogues and then they attacked all of the Jewish businesses.
Blamed it on the communists, right?
Yep, blamed it on the communists, and then the Nazis came in and was like, no, not really a problem with this, and they came in the next day and continued to harass the Jewish people. This is, by the way, the Muslim Brotherhood. The Muslim Brotherhood is the one doing this because they needed somebody to blame. They couldn't blame it on their fellow Muslims who threw the Morsi out, so they had to blame it on somebody. So they're blaming it on the Christians. The next target will be the Jews.
According to Arabic news channel TV14 and reported by Egyptian Daily News, Obama's secret relationship with recently deposed Muslim Brotherhood President Mohammed Morsi goes far deeper than merely support as a democratically elected president. Per TV14, Obama conducted secret negotiations with Morsi and the Muslim Brotherhood outside of normal diplomatic channels. According to sources cited by TV14, Obama secretly transferred $8 billion to the Muslim Brotherhood, not the Egyptian government, as payment to guarantee that a large portion of the Sinai Peninsula be turned over to the terrorist organization Hamas, an avowed enemy of both the United States and Israel. The secret agreement was signed by deposed Egyptian President Mohamed Morsi and his second-in-command. Who on the U.S. side signed this agreement, and where Barack Obama got the $8 billion is not clear. When Mohamed Morsi was deposed and arrested by the Egyptian military, evidence of the secret agreement was disclosed and seized.
We will convey our deep appreciation for the Islamic faith, which has done so much over the centuries to shake the world. Islam is not part of the problem in combating violent extremism. It is an important part of promoting peace.
President Obama, we find out this morning, is going to have a high-level meeting at the White House with representatives of the Muslim Brotherhood, talking about selling out this country, the infiltration of the Muslim Brotherhood into the upper structures of the Obama administration. John Brennan, who is the head of the CIA, these are the guys that are supposed to be responsible to get the intelligence on jihadist attacks against the United States of America that are coming from Muslims. That's where they're all coming from. They're all coming from Muslims. John Brennan is a Muslim. He is a Muslim convert, converted to Islam when he was in Saudi Arabia in the 90s. And he's the guy that's supposed to protect us from Muslims. He's a devout Muslim. He's a diehard Muslim. He believes what Muslims believe. And we're supposed to trust him.
Post of CIA Director John Brennan has a long history of associations with radical Islamists, notably the Muslim Brotherhood. In February of 2010, Brennan spoke at an Islamic Society of North America sponsored event, coddling Muslims as Barack Obama has often done.
I came to see Islam, not how it is often misrepresented, but for what it is, how it is practiced every day by well over 1 billion Muslims worldwide. A faith of peace and tolerance and great diversity.
We are no longer a Christian nation. We do not consider ourselves a Christian nation. The United States has been enriched by Muslim Americans. Since our founding, American Muslims have enriched the United States. Islam has always been a part of America's story.
On August 14th, after police and security forces moved to break up the sit-ins in Cairo, there were simultaneous church attacks that took place throughout the country. In most of these attacks that we've documented, hundreds of men came armed with guns in some cases, Molotov cocktails, sticks. They broke in, they came in, they looted, they destroyed, and then for many of the churches, they burned them to the ground. Muslim Brotherhood activists and other Islamists have insinuated a direct link between Coptic activism and the removal of former President Morsi in early July. The mobs who attacked churches, they also attacked Coptic-owned businesses, religious institutions such as the Jesuit Center in Minya, schools, they attacked the orphanage in Minya.
At 3 p.m. Approximately on Wednesday, this boat, which is actually a tourist restaurant, was attacked by a group of people. There were 2 employees present when the boat was attacked, and they hid here in this bathroom. And unfortunately, both of them died. One, his name was Bishor, he was a Christian, and the other, Ihab, was Muslim. And you can still see their shoes and mobile here.
In the vast majority of the cases of attacks on churches that Human Rights Watch documented, security forces were not present at the start of the attack and didn't come to the aid of the churches during the attack. In Minya City, one young man whose church was burned pointed across the street, very close to the location of the church, saying, that's the security building. So he couldn't understand why the police and the security forces didn't come.
احنا فرق بيننا وبين مديرية أمن المنيا 20-30 متر بالكتير في ظهر السور. مفيش حاجة خالص، مفيش أي حاجة ولا حتى مطافي جت تطفي. كانت الناس هنا بتساعدنا إن احنا نطفي.